Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. It's the end of May and we are moving into June. So what might we see, expect or look forward to in June for Star Citizen? This is going to be a educated guess heavy video, so bear that in mind. 2.4 to go live. So 2.4 will be going onto the live servers any day now. It's got a load of new features that have been in the PTU with shopping. You're able to purchase clothing, armor, flight suits, first-person shooter weapons. Alpha UBC, a whole new earnable currency has been implemented into the game for completing tasks, missions and scavenging, as well as spending on those various items. We have a flight-ready Starfarer and its variant, the Gemini, a hangar-ready Reliant. There are new missions, changes to Korea, and various other locations in the mini-PU. There's loot to find in Rex, the holotable's gone, and the new port system's in, allowing you to edit ships and your hangars in a much more easy, or at least less holotable-like way. Persistence is a big one there as well. This means that all your data persists online rather than on your PC, so changes to your ship, hangar, reputation, items, and currency are all tracked in-game and persist between sessions. It is the biggest patch since 2.0. There's loads of other features, improvement, boosts, and that sort of stuff as well. I'm really enjoying it. Also, when 2.4 goes live, we're going to be having a sale as well. The Starfarer, the Gemini's variant, and Reliant will all go on sale. I expect the Reliant variants will also go on sale at the same time too. Anyone that gets a Reliant variant should be given a Reliant core, the base one, as a loaner until their variants are complete. So, after 2.4, obviously comes 2.5, which should also be released in June, at the very least to an Evocati or early PTU build. The fact that 2.4 was effectively delayed has not affected the 2.5 release. They've still been working on that and the features there. It's obviously very early though to guess what's in 2.5. It's possible some extras might be released even before 2.5 goes live to the PTU as well. It's possible that the 2.4 PTU might get like a flight ready Reliant. It's unlikely, but it's possible. So that flight ready Reliant is likely to make it into 2.5 though, and there are some other things that might come with 2.5 or might come before it. So let's talk about them. So we're going to get more persistence and more shopping implementation. The Kasaba outlet will be expanding over the coming patches to add varieties of extra clothing and character customization. They're also likely to include other stores expanding their own selection of armor, weapons for the FPS and that sort of stuff. New shops will be coming online too. Dumper's Depot is the highlight for me. This will allow us to purchase ship equipment with Alpha UEC. Iterations to insurance as well. So insurance has got its kind of super basic implementation in 2.4 that they were testing. I would expect us to get different levels of testing for insurance over the coming patches, different ways to handle the loss of a ship or item, that sort of thing. They need to test that sort of jazz, and insurance is quite a hot topic for a lot of people. More uses for Alpha UEC as well. There's going to be more stuff to buy. You're going to be repairing your ship. They're going to have different and change penalties for dying, damaging your ship, that sort of stuff. Missions as well. There's going to be more ways of earning Alpha UEC, and there'll be lots of changes to the current missions, lots more little additions to the mini PU. Hangar ready ships. So we know that they've been working quite hard on the Herald and Caterpillar. I would expect to see one of these hangar ready during June, hopefully. I'm very excited about both those ships. And there's obviously a few other gameplay mechanics that they've hinted at being close to testing, but we don't know where we're going to get them. They could all come out at once, or they might be tested over a few months. They're all coming out in their infancy at some point pretty soon, though, I'd expect, and it's all new gameplay for the mini persistent universe. So there's stuff like refueling, cargo and transport, salvage mechanics, and repair systems. So you'll literally be able to look at components, pull them out, repair them, that sort of stuff. And with that in mind as well, the Item System 2.0 and components in general. They've been working really hard on this for the last few months, Item System 2.0 and those various components for it. This is the refactor, expansion, interaction and gameplay for all the components in game. We've seen the coolers and the power plants, but we're going to get shield changes very soon as well, so that generators can power one or more faces, and you can have multiple generators assigned to different faces or areas of your ship. More components, more weapons, that sort of stuff, and all these components interacting together via the piping system. It's going to be quite exciting. It's going to be really, really great for gameplay, and that's what Star Citizen is about the customization of those ships, about those interworking systems. There's been a bit of talk about a pirate base for Outlaws. So CIG have been working on a pirate base or outlaw base for Outlaws to spawn in the mini PU. It's going to be similar to Port Olisar, but more outlaw-y orientated. So the aesthetics and shopping will have more of a outlaw-y feel, I suppose. This is all to create more conflict between outlaws and non-outlaws, giving players more gameplay, further testing PvP, way ships interact, reputation, careers, and balance in general. So other stuff that might be coming as well, or they've talked about that they could implement at any time, time to kill. So ships, time to kill will be going up, so they're going to rebalance this at some point, especially for the repair system when that becomes implemented. That they want that to be able to be tested in combat, so they need to raise the health of ships to make sure that ships aren't killed too quickly. This might be done slowly again, or in one single patch where they just boost all the ship's health. We should be learning more about the progress on the Carrack, Dragonfly and Herald this month as well. So this is quite exciting in June. The Carrack and the Herald are both getting closer and closer to being hangar ready, and once these are ready, they should go on sale again. The Dragonfly is still being concepted, but I would expect to hear a little bit more information about that. Once these ships are done, or some of them are done, we know they're moving on to the Carrack as well. So the Carrack is a big exploration ship, and after they start to move on to that, we're going to start to talk about exploration in the coming months. Procedural tech and some of the other mechanics they've been working on. So some of the studios have been making lots and lots of progress on various mechanics and features that they've been kind of unable to share with us. So this is to do with Squadron 42, which we will hopefully see some more reveals for in June. And they've been doing mocap shoots recently and that sort of stuff for Squadron 42. So hopefully we'll get some more information about that. But also the Frankfurt studio, amongst others, have been making solid progress on AI subsumption and procedural planet tech, which is exciting as hell, being able to land on planets and all this cool tech. It's a hope that we're going to see more of this in June as it gets closer and closer to completion. And we don't know how far ahead they are with that. They could just drop it in 2.5. That's unlikely, but we might just see some more progress at the very least. The monthly report as well, that will be coming out in early June, detailing all the various studios and what they've been up to during May. It's normally quite a meaty, in-depth read and a look at development of the game, so check that out if you're interested in the development side. There will be the usual subscriber flair that we'll get into hangers for the subscribers, RTV specials as well, so there'll be one of them during June at some point. Not entirely sure what that will be on. Obviously, we'll get the normal weekly CIG shows to look forward to. Also, in the last patch for PTU, they allowed subscribers to get into the PTU. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to continue that for the future, but it makes sense for CIG to allow subscribers into the PTUs slightly earlier. Not as first wave, in my opinion, in second wave and onwards. So first wave should be reserved for people that are participating on the issue council with valid, relevant bug reports and that sort of stuff. And I'm talking about that after the Eva Carty stuff. But anyway, we'll just have to see what that happens. That's just my opinion on the matter, and you are entitled to your own. My giveaway as well, throughout June, I'm giving away a Drake Buccaneer to one lucky commenter that comments on our Star Citizen videos in June or on the associated forum threads. You'll have to have a Star Citizen account though, so make sure you do that. So get involved with the community today for your chance to win a Drake Buccaneer. Pew pew pew! On a general gaming news kind of side, slightly Star Citizen related maybe, we've got E3 in June, the new NVIDIA GTX 1080s and 1070s, possibly the new AMD Polaris graphics cards as well, and the new i7 processors of the 69 and 6800s. They're all coming out in June, or we'll get to know a lot more about them at least, it might be time to consider getting a new gaming rig in a couple of weeks, or this month or in a couple of months. The 1070 cards seem to be amazing for their price. They are really powerful, great cards. But picking up some great last generation second-hand stuff on eBay, like 6700Ks or 4790Ks, or 980 or 980 Ti's might be a great shout in a couple of weeks. You're going to get some bargains, hopefully. Anyway, please check out some of my other videos. They're almost all Star Citizen related, with a tiny dab of VR and other gaming bits and bobs. We're getting performance, quality and setup guides for Star Citizen 2.4 for when that goes live as well. I'd love to hear your ideas on videos or subjects that you want me to cover for Star Citizen, as well as stuff that you think I've missed, and other possibilities for June Star Citizen editions. A massive thank you to my Patreons and viewers in general, guys. You've been a really big help to me. So much help. I'm also working on something called Games for Brains, to help people, primarily gamers, with depression, with some support. But I will talk more about that and share that when I have more idea of exactly how that will all work, and when I have more to share. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.